Liasha is obsessed with juicy fruit gum. A pack of juicy fruit gum costs $2. The equation below shows the relationship between P, the number of packs of juicy fruit gum she buys each day, and D, the total amount she spends each day in dollars on the gum. So the amount of dollars she spends is equal to 2 times P. There's a table that can show this relationship. The left shows the number of packs. The right shows the total spent in dollars. So 1 pack is $2. 2 packs is $4. 3 packs is $6. 4 packs is $8. There's a question that asks, does the amount of gum purchased, affect the total amount of money she spends, or does the total amount of money she spends affect the total amount of gum she purchases? And in fact, we can see that it's the number of packs she buys that changes how much she spends. So this shows our vocabulary words for today. Our first vocabulary word is in your workbook, and it says independent variable. Independent variable is a variable that can change its value freely and first without being affected by any other variable for its value. So when we come up here, we look and see that the independent variable is the first one, which is the number of packs. So the number of packs can change at any time. She can decide to buy 10. She could decide to buy 200, right? She can change that number, and that's okay. The dependent variable depends on the independent variable. So in order to find the dependent variable, which in this case is the amount that she spends, we have to know how many packs she bought. So the number in the right-hand column is completely dependent upon what number is going to go in the left-hand column. So this is the independent variable because in the next box, we could put any number on the left. We could jump to 200, we could jump to 2,000, or we could just go to 5. But on the right, we can't just put any number because the number on the right depends on what the number on the left across from it would be. For example, if this was 5, then the number on the right would be 10. But if they skipped and the next number that they put was 200, the number on the right would be much bigger than 10. So we call this the independent variable because we can put whatever number we want in this box. And we call this the dependent variable because the number that goes in this box depends on what number is in the box on the left side. So when we are talking about algebraic equations, these numbers that are in a box will actually show up on an algebraic equation. So in the algebraic equation up here, D, which was the number of dollars she spent, you can see D is on its own. So D, it kind of covered it up, but D is the number of dollars that she spent. You can see it's on its own side of the equal sign, but the independent variable is paired with a number. So in an equation, the independent variable will be with a number, but the dependent variable will be alone. So let's take a look. Priya streams movies through a company that charges her $5 a month. Let M represent the number of months that Priya streams movies through the company, and let D represent the amount of money that it costs to stream movies. So we're going to create a table to represent this relationship. So we will call this one month. the number of months because it says she gets charged per month. And down here we will call, so they said to call this M, so we'll call this M. And then the other thing that we're looking at is a fee of $5 per month, right? So the fee down here is going to be $5 per month, and we can call that F, right? I mean, F makes sense for fee. So for 1 month, the fee is $5. What would be the fee for 2 months? The fee would be $10. What about 3 months? $15. 4 months? $20. So up top, we're moving by ones, but what are we moving by down here? We're moving by 5. So we can go through and we can make this faster, and we can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down here, if we're counting by 5s, the next number would be 25. The next number would be 30, and then 35. So we're trying to figure out what the independent variable and the dependent variable are. Well, the independent variable is the one where I could put any number. I can choose any month. I could go all the way up to 36, and I could put that in the next box if I wanted, right? So the independent variable is going to be M. The fee depends on M, so it is the dependent variable. So the fee is the dependent variable. So this is just another way of looking at it, and this is the way that Stapleton did it, and they did it the same as we did, except instead of putting F for fee, they chose cost D. I like mine better. We're going to rename this fee because I think it makes more sense. And then we're asked to write an equation to represent the cost in dollars of streaming movies for M months. So what we're going to do is we know that the dependent variable is always by itself on one side of the equal sign. So we'll put that the cost D equals, well, the cost or the fee is jumping by 5s. So the cost is going to be 5 times what? 5 times whatever M is. So if M is 1, 5 times 1 is 5. If M is 2, 5 times 2 is 10. So this is going to be 5 times M is our equation. The next thing that I want you guys to do is when it is time for partner practice, I want you to join a table. Tong and DeAndre, you are joining Kaylee's table. And Brian, you may join, Brian asked me in class which, ask me in class which table you're joining. Hassan asked me in class which table you're joining. I do want you guys to take part in the partner practice today instead of doing independent practice. And you guys will take the mastery check at the end. All right, thanks.